So I was reading some reviews on your MySpace there on the side, and it said basically that you guys are hard, fast, loud, and fun. Tell me what you play and why you play it.
I think there's multiple interests between members in this band that, like, you know, it's not necessarily one style of music that we're into, but this particular style is something that we can get together, and it's sort of a no strings attached kind of thing where you don't need to, you know, be incredibly technical or worry about anything like that. It's all about like tones and getting things to sound as big as they can, and hitting it as fast and hard as you can, and there's a certain freedom behind that, and it's a lot of fun.
So you guys have been able to travel a little bit around Canada and the United States. Tell me what it's like to play shows outside of your hometown, and what's the reaction like from your hometown as well as going out elsewhere like?
It depends on the city. I mean, we haven't really gone to the States very much because it's just really hard to go into the States if you don't have proper paperwork. But when we did go, we went to play the Fest in Gainesville, and that was like probably one of our favorite show experiences since we've been a band. And it's funny because I find in certain parts of Canada and certain parts of the States, the reaction is different everywhere, depending where you are. If you're like in a college city on a weekend, people are ready to, and school, like, you know, during the school year, people come out. In the summer, a lot of people are on vacation. You don't always get, it really depends. But so far we've had pretty good experiences. We love playing in Toronto. We love playing in Newmarket, Ontario.
Like recently, Quebec City has been crazy, and we've always had a good time when we went there. Like the first time we went, we played with this band called Albatross, and there were like 10 people in that band. So every single time we went back there, we're like, them and two other guys were like the only people who came to see us. It was always just like kind of a party with them. And now it's just, there are more people that come, and since they've been there since the beginning, they go nuts. So the whole crowd kind of gets into it, so they make it even cooler.
Yeah, well, like Quebec's always been known for like the joie de vivre, and like just like the people are just really like, if you get them interested in a band or a show and they show up to the show, then there is no chance that they're just gonna stand there and watch. Like they go fucking crazy.
They get into it. It's like it's one of those niche cities. It's like you depend on going there often, as opposed to like Montreal. You play a couple shows and then that's really all it takes to get people right into it. But like Quebec, you have to develop a niche, and then they'll be loyal at that point. I found like I've only played a handful of shows there, but I've noticed, well, because we were support for the St. Catharines, that really helped sort of get that ball rolling. So right there, it was just like within seconds of opening the set, you know, it was a really good reaction. But I think that's because we had, you know, the crowd of like St. Catharines crowd sort of jumping into it.
Plus our 10 friends going crazy. And everything even cooler.
When we did that tour with the St. Catharines, it was like every show in Quebec was, except from like maybe the exception of like 2 shows, but I remember the first show we did was in Val d'Or, and it was like drove for 10 hours to get there. And we're like, we don't know who's gonna come out. This is the middle of nowhere, and it was insane. Like people were like crowd surfing, and they were like starting a circle pit and stuff like that. And that was just for like that was for us. And then when St. Catharines went on there, it was like, this is nuts. Like these people really, really, really want to see these bands.
They're here to party.
Yeah.
So this year you guys took part in the first Pouzza Fest. Tell me what that experience was like, first of all, and tell me what it's like to have that kind of fest in your hometown.
Pouzza Fest was put together by Hugo Moody of the St. Catharines, and he invited us to play. It was probably the coolest weekend we've had, and we played 2 of my personal favorite shows that we've ever done as a band. And then you're all together for like 3 days, and it's incredible. And we saw some, we have our first releases out on juicebox.com, and there were a lot of Juicebox bands playing, and we went to all those shows. We made it a point, also because we love pretty much everything that's been out on that label, and we were just blown away by how well every single one of those shows went.
I think what's awesome is there's a lot of really good local talent around here, and it's not always necessarily showcased on bigger tours or even for bigger shows. So I think what was great about Pouzza Fest is it really kind of gave the chance for the sort of bands that are from here that are fucking awesome to have people at their shows. And yeah, I think Sam Sutherland from Junior Battle said it best. And it was really like, it was our fucking weekend. All our friends' bands played. To a lot of people, great reactions, and it felt great because in our hometown to, have 100, 200 people at our shows.
You guys plan on any more releases, more touring?
We've got actually a full length. The instruments are recording, but we're about to do vocals in like the next month or so. I'm gonna say I want it to be out by the spring, maybe for Pouzza Fest. Maybe, I'm thinking that'd be fun.
I think it'll get some good feedback too, because people who know of John Drew's work with Tokyo Police Club, Lexus on Fire's Dog's Blood, fucked up. But either way, it's like, we're not gonna wait for somebody to just miraculously put our stuff out. It's like we know we have to. We have a lot of work to do once that comes out. It sounds really good right now. I'm really excited about it. I think we're all really excited about it. Once we get the vocals on there, it'll be that much better.
Yep.
And, we're gonna do what we can independently with it and like work towards getting some further recognition.
Gonna hustle.
Here's your thong. Use it in good taste.
There you go, Mike.
Thank you.
Oh, your favorite.
Or a bandana.
Yeah, you have to wear that
I'm
to
tough
every
as
single,
shit.
every time you go watch a hockey game at an ascot.
Yeah,
As an ascot.
and then puff it up a bit. There you go.
It's the new look. Thong ascots.
So when you write, you're right.
It's for like
It keeps its steps of no